Get it, let's get it. Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome into the Sacred Lotus Temple. My name is Danae, and today, y'all, we are going to talk about crystals. Let me get this together. Turn that around. Can you see me? Because I can see you. All right. Crystals. We're talking crystals today. So, for those of you who are new here, my name is Danae. I am a transformational spiritual coach where we focus on mindset, right? Having a growth mindset. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, I am sharing with you all my course on spiritual and psychic development. Hey Trent, thank you so much for liking the live. I appreciate you. And so today we're talking about crystals. Now this class is specifically geared towards beginners. Those of you who are new on your spiritual journey, those of you who are trying to figure out the who's its and the what's its, okay? Draw conclusions about your surrounding. Oops, sorry about that. The who's, as I was saying, the who's its and the what's it. So you're just trying to figure out, what do I need to know? Where should I go? What do I need to do? And I'm sharing this with y'all. Because I didn't have anyone. I had to learn all of this on my own. I had to figure it all out on my own. So in this class, I'm going to give y'all the basics, at least give you some type of rabbit hole to go down so that you can be prepared with the necessary information that you may need, but also so that you begin to develop your own spiritual identity as well as your own routine. Okay? Will spiritual attacks stop soon? Tell me more about that. What do you mean by spiritual attacks? So, like, how does it make you feel? Do you know that someone put something on you? Also, how much energy are you putting into thinking about these spiritual attacks? Because that's going to feed it as well. Just so that you guys are aware, once this class is finished, not only will I be offering time to do you all's readings, but if you weren't able to catch the entire class, feel free to watch the replay on my YouTube channel, The Sacred Lotus Temple. Okay? In the meantime and in between time, any yes or no questions that you have, any readings that you want at this time, please hold them to the very end of the class, okay? So give me about 30 minutes of your time so we can talk quickly on crystals, how to use them, and all the what's it. So let's say you're brand new to crystals. You want to start using them in your rituals. You want to start using them during meditation. You want to start learning more about them. So if you want to learn more about crystals, right? Google is free, as they say. But I would recommend that you guys go to an actual crystal shop. Hey doll, how are you? And ask them specific questions. I also would encourage you that when you're picking out your first crystal, to use your intuition to find it. Why? Because they will literally call out to you. Something that you may see that fancies your eye, pick it up and get it. Okay? So today's course, we're going to go do an overview on crystals, how to store them, how to amplify them, transmit energy. We'll briefly discuss historical uses, And then I don't know if we'll necessarily get into the vibrational frequencies of things. It's kind of self-explanatory when you understand which crystal you use for what, then that kind of determines its frequency, right? Also, I have in my previous courses, we go deep into the frequencies, we go deep into the chakras, and a lot of crystals you can use on your chakras as well. I recommend the book, The Chakra Bible. You can purchase it on Amazon. All right, so let's get into it. So, when you're looking for a particular crystal, right, you want to pick the one that you plan to use for a specific thing, right? So you want to build your intuition, get yourself some amethyst. You want to have clarity, get some clear quartz. You want some protection, get some black tourmaline. Okay? Now, depending upon the shape of the crystal is going to determine their meanings, right? So like for this one, I have this one. It has this is a labradorite. It has points on it. And so this is for like a direct energy flow. So where do you want it to go, right? If I was doing Reiki, I might take it and I might use it over the body or wherever I'm trying to unblock specific energy. There are spheres. I don't have any spheres. So a sphere would be like a crystal ball, right? That you may use for scrying. I don't have any spheres, but just imagine that this labradorite here is a full circle. This is just a charm that I wear on my chains. Just imagine it as if it were like a ball, right? So when it's in the sphere, it's going to emit the energy evenly and equally, right? So it's all going to come out like, like how when the sun is shining, everything warms up. It's the same idea, okay? Clusters. Oh, I forgot my clusters. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, so clusters, right? This is amethyst. This is a cluster. It's going to raise the vibration in the space that it's in. So you can have this, on your desk. You can have this. Oh, this needs to be cleansed. You can have it in your car. You can have it on your altar, right? And it depending on what type of vibe you're trying to get will determine the energy that it releases. Okay, so amethyst again is for like your intuition. If you had an altar, let's say for yourself, right? If you had your own personal altar, you may want to get a cluster of like rose quartz. Okay, that's going to give the energy of, love. So consider that if you do have an altar for yourself, or even like wherever you get ready at, if you have a vanity, whether if it's in your bathroom or you have like a standalone vanity where you put your makeup on or wherever the case is, have some more rose quartz there. Have it by your colognes or perfumes. Have it in your bathroom. Have it next to your bed. Okay? But utilize its energy. Now, let's get into, and then lastly, there's tumbled stone. So I have some amethyst here that has been tumbled. I also have some that was tumbled and then shaped into hearts. So here's amethyst. These are best for like carrying, if you want to carry it in your pocket, if you want to carry it in like a little like bag around your neck. Okay. I also have some angel stone that was tumbled and then it was shaped into hearts. angel stone. I'm sorry, moonstone. Hey Tanaya, how are you? Welcome on in. And then I also have this citrine that was tumbled. Okay. Cleansing. Before you start using your crystals, make sure that you cleanse them. Why? Because they absorb and store energy. And you want to clear any energy out that may be there from someone else's use, touch. Okay? So I'll give you an example. This is rose quartz. Okay? So if I was going to use it or meditate on it, some crystals, it's okay to cleanse them with water. Other crystals, not so much. It could cause them to deteriorate. If you're not going to look into if your crystals can be put into water or not, okay? And the only one that I really can think of that's not good in water is selenite. Where is that? Okay, so this is selenite, right? Selenite. I also have a little one like this. You're not going to want to put those in water. But clear quartz, like this one. This is more of a smoky, but this is going to, hold on, let's see. That should be fine in water. Anyways. Before I was say if I was going to use this rose quartz. And I was going to use it during meditation to like open up my heart chakra. Maybe I wanted to, maybe I'm going to be setting some intentions on opening myself up for love or being more loving to myself. You understand what I'm saying? Before you use this in your meditation, you're going to want to cleanse it. Either with smoke, like get some incense, right? Let's see. Get your Palo Santo. You may want to use incense like this and just cleanse it. You're going to go around the area, okay? I'll demonstrate quickly for you. And it's not that hard, right? Get your incense. Get it going. Get it on the flow. Get it on the flow. Sorry. Clear audience kicking in. I know. Don't blow out the flame. I know. So you're just going to take your crystal. And you're just going to clear it like this. This one in particular, I need to put some water on it. But you're going to just use the smoke to cleanse the energy. Go all around it. Let it sit on there. Right? Cleanse it. All while setting your intentions on what you're planning on using the crystal for. Okay? So you're going to want to cleanse it with smoke. You may also cleanse it in the moonlight. Preferably a full moon. And let it sit there the entire time. Oh, that's pretty. The moonlight is actually the best, like, re-energetic charge. And what do I mean by that? Okay? That basically, excuse me, energetic recharge. That's basically just meaning that it's like restarting the flow of the energy. Okay? It's like, you know, when you're eating your spaghetti, you just cook some spaghetti, it gets a little cold, you put it in the microwave, it warms it back up, right? It's an energetic recharge. You can also do sound cleansing. Get yourself some sound bowls. Okay? Move it around the area, right? Move it around the area. Get that sound moving. singing bowls, bells, mantras, whatever you want to use. What I'll even go so far as to say, whatever if you know of your spiritual gifts, whatever your spiritual gifts are, use that. Okay? Whether if it's your own voice, whether if it's how can I say, if you're clairaudient, you may want to use sound. If you are someone who, the only way I can say it is like, if you have a mean like mouth game where you can literally speak anything into existence, you may want to speak over your crystals. Okay. And then lastly, there's earth burials. I personally don't do that, only because I'll forget where I buried it. But you can bury it in the earth, placing them in the soil overnight. Okay. This is going to allow your crystals to be grounded in the earth's energy, just as like you yourself want to be grounded in the earth's energy by visualizing roots growing out of your feet, roots growing out of your root chakra, and stabilizing yourself in the earth. Hey, Pran, welcome on in. How are you doing today? All right. So as I briefly mentioned, you're going to want to charge your crystals with intention. Placing them, you can also place them in the sunlight. You can place them in the moonlight. I prefer the moonlight. You can use Reiki or energy work. And if you're holding them, make sure that you are using some affirmations, okay? Like, I charge this crystal with the energy of love and healing. So use your rose quartz. I charge this crystal with energy and love and healing. Remember that your fingers have like their own chakras themselves. There's energy points in every single digit, right? Phalange, as well as your palm. Take a moment and like clap. Feel the energy, right? You feel the energy in your fingers. You feel it in your palms. You feel it. Have you ever had to give a speech? This is on topic, off topic. But have you ever had to give a speech, and when people clap for you, all that energy that goes towards you, and it kind of like bumps you up? You know what I mean? And they're like, yeah! And all that energy, right? That people are clapping. They're literally holding their fingers towards you in some way, right? And they're sending you that positive energy. Just keep that in mind. Food for thought. I would forget, right? I'd forget where I put it. I had when I first moved to this space, I had buried like some good luck stuff in the front grass area. And I'm like, and ever since then, like that was like the first week. And ever since then, like I'll walk by that area and I'm like, where did I even bury it? Like if I wanted to remove it, which I don't, because good luck for everybody, right? Safety for everybody. But like, I don't even know where I would go. Where I would start digging. Anyways. So crystals and the chakras. Okay. Using your crystals and your energy work. Oh, wait. Does anyone have any questions about charging or cleansing your crystals? If you're watching this replay on YouTube, put your questions or comments in the comment section below, and I will respond to you all individually. But any questions? You can cleanse with water. Depending on the crystal, you need to make sure that you have your information correct on which ones can use water. I personally know that you cannot cleanse selenite with water. It will degrade the property of it. So you cleanse with water, smoke, okay? You charge with the sun and the moon. You can also cleanse with the moon as well. All right. So when you're if you want to use crystals for balancing your chakras, all you're going to do is find the crystal that goes with each chakra. Okay, so we know that that rose quartz is for love. You would put this on your heart. Okay, you set your intentions on it, charge it, use it on your heart, place it on your heart during your meditations, and you can use it that way. How do you know if the crystal is real? Have you ever ordered online? Okay, so a way that you can know if it's unreal or if it's real or plastic is you can set it on fire. Not really, but you know. Get you a lighter and burn it. Okay, it shouldn't turn black. If it turns black, it's plastic. Okay? But it also like won't really get hot either. Let's see. Yeah, that's not even hot. All right. But yeah, if you light it with the flame and it turns black, then it's fake. Have I ever ordered online? Yes, I order online all the time. There's one shop where I get my Moldavite, and that is called Inner Healing Crystals. There's also places that I've gone to. There was this really cute shop in Las Vegas. It was black owned. And they had so many freaking crystals. I was like, but you know, they're on vacation. How do I look trying to bring home, oh, thank y'all, you know, 500 pounds of crystals? Like, that'd be crazy, right? But I know that they offer it online. I can't think of their name, but if you just put in Google black owned crystal shop Las Vegas, you'll find it. But yeah, I've ordered from there. I've ordered from another place as well. I can't think of their name though. But yeah, I order off online. I don't have any problem with that. I've even purchased some tourmaline on Amazon. I don't think I'd ever do that again. But yes, I have ordered online. Any other questions? You guys hold all of your yes or no's and request for readings till the end of the class, okay? Give me about another 20-25 minutes and I can help you out. Please make sure that any requests for readings, you guys are making your payments. You can utilize my Cash App, the Goddess Revival 3333. I also accept PayPal and Venmo. The links are in my link tree. Just go over to my profile. Make sure that you've made your payments. The yes or no's do require a donation of $3 or more. The mini readings are $11 and the full readings are $25. The yes or no's are $3 or more. Those are donation based. So basically what you give is what you give back. The mini readings are $11. The full readings are $25. Give me about, what did I say, 25 to 30 minutes to finish this lecture, and I will gladly provide you some clarity on your circumstance. Okay, so we talked about crystals and the chakras. Meditating with crystals, you can do super easy. Hold them in your hand and focus on their energy during meditation. You can also do guided visualizations to feel the energy that you of the crystal that you've chosen. I recommend though that prior to you holding your crystals in your hand, make sure that you warm up your electrical circuits, right? Warm them up, warm them up, warm them up. Get that aura activated, right? There we go. Get that aura activated. Some of you may be interested in learning more about crystal grids and using those to amplify the energy of your crystals. that's not something that I necessarily do, but I do use these really cute selenite plates. And these are good for amplifying the energy. I have this one, it's really cute. It's a lotus, of course, right? Let's see, I have a bigger one too. Let me show you this. This is probably like one of my favorites. And I even have some bowls. Like, let's see, like this one. Just a little bowl with crystals in it. These are fluorite. These are good for psychic, intuition, clarity type stuff. Purple fluorite. But this is like my most favorite plate. It's like it has the moon cycles on it. Can y'all see that? And then it has the sun and then a crescent moon intertwined. Absolutely beautiful. So you can use the selenite to charge your crystals as well. But if you're interested in looking into crystal grids, please do so and learn that on your own. Remember, with this course, I'm just giving y'all information so that you can go down that rabbit hole yourself. I'm offering you the basics, and if you have questions, I will answer them to the best of my ability. If you have any questions, please go ahead and just put them in the comments right now. You don't have to wait till the end or when I ask. Okay. Meditating crystal grids. Okay. Using them in your daily life. You can carry your crystals with you in your pocket. I carry mine around my neck, specifically my moldavite, for the enhancement of like spiritual activities, right? And then the clear quartz, the smoky quartz that I use is for grounding the moldavite. We'll get more into tektites at the end because they're not a joke to be played with. They are the real deal Holyfield. Okay, so I'll give y'all an activity that you may want to try in your own time. Go to a crystal shop. Like, actually go to a shop that sells crystals and just look around. Don't touch any of them. Just look around, and the ones that like your eye like goes to, you may even feel like an energy pulling you towards it to find the crystal that you want. And if you have the ability, go ahead and buy it, cleanse it, set your intentions over it, charge it. Okay? Again, charge it in a full moon, which won't be happening for another few weeks. But still, you can begin at least working towards learning how to utilize the energy of the crystals. Okay? Does anyone have any questions? And then once you get that crystal, a journal exercise that you could try is writing about what energy or sensations do you feel from your crystal, and what intention did you program it with? Okay, what energy do you feel from the crystal, and what intention did you program it with? All right, now let's quickly get into, I think this is in the wrong order. One moment, y'all. My notes were stapled in the wrong order. I am missing a page where we go over the history of, or just how it was used really back in the day. Oh, that's a bummer. Or did I take that out? One moment. My apologies. Please forgive me. That's weird. Okay, so I basically was going to be telling y'all in detail about how or where crystals were used in history. So in ancient history, right? They used it in Lemuria. They used them in Egypt. They used them really anywhere. Okay? What are good intentions to set? Uh well, what do you want? Right? A good intention is for clarity, peace, and understanding. Um, positive opportunities. You could use that for rose quartz. Tourmaline is protection. You can set an intention to protect your home, your space, your family, your own energy. If you're going to use tourmaline, by the way, right, by the by, tourmaline is excellent if you take a piece of it and put it in each windowsill in your house. This is actually really good too. Like if you have children who have, or even yourself, if you have nightmares, it's good to put this here. When my son was younger, he had like night terrors, right? And I can only suspect that maybe he was remembering. Well, even my daughter had that. I think, yeah. I could only suspect that they were like remembering where they came from, right? Like their last life. But also in his room, there was a portal where energy would like come through his room. Like, so how the house was built, there was a portal. He just so happened to have this room where the energy spirits would just be coming through. They were not interacting or anything like that. But my psychic told me to get tourmaline and put it in his windows. He had 2 windows in his room. And as soon as I charged them, set the intentions for protection and to keep harm away from him, especially during his sleep time, they stopped. Okay? So tourmaline. My daughter does have night terrors often. Okay, get some tourmaline. Okay, get some tourmaline or get some obsidian. And it'll really, really help. Just to it's like a distractor, you know, a deterrent that keeps the energy from moving through the space. Okay. So yeah. Also, for those of you who are looking to start working with crystals, I do want, and specifically you want to work with crystals, you're coming out of religion and you have family members who believe that everything is demonic. Okay, we won't get into their mentality, but for your sake, okay, this is information that you can use to solidify why you are using it, why you are using the crystals, and then also to prove to them in a way that just because they're unfamiliar with something doesn't mean that it's evil or demonic or low vibrational. All right. So basically, without telling them that they're ignorant and have a fear mindset. Okay. So in the Bible, the high priests wore breastplates and they were covered with gemstones and crystals. Now, I want to be very, very clear when I say that in the Bible, it does not specifically reference like that they were used for metaphysical things. But if a priest is wearing a breastplate of gems and crystals, it's metaphysical. Okay, it is spiritual. But in the Bible, there are references of their beauty, their value, and their symbolic meaning rather than their physical properties. Y'all with me? You following? Okay. So the breastplate that the priest would wear is mentioned in Exodus 28:15 through 21, where they say the breastplate of judgment worn by the high priest of Israel contained 12 gemstones, each representing one of the 12 tribes of Israel. And the stones included sardius, which is common day known as ruby, topaz, carbuncle, which is now known as garnet. They wore emerald, sapphire, diamonds, jacinth, jacinth, agate, amethyst, beryl, onyx, and jasper. Okay. They also discuss it in the book of Revelation, where they're talking about the foundations of the New Jerusalem. Okay, so the foundations of the city. And in the book of Revelation, it describes New Jerusalem as having foundations made of 12 precious stones, similar to the high priest's breastplate. Those stones are jasper, sapphire, excuse my pronunciation, but I believe it's pronounced chalcedony, chalcedony. They also had emerald, sardius, which is ruby, chrysolite, beryl, topaz, chrysoprase, so chrysoprase, chrysoprase, jacinth, and amethyst. It's also mentioned in Ezekiel 28:13, where Ezekiel is talking about his vision of Lucifer. I'm not going to get into if y'all consider Lucifer Satan or not, whatever the case may be, because Lucifer and Jesus Christ are both regarded as the light bringers or the light bearers. So y'all fight amongst yourselves with that. Anyways, Ezekiel 28:13, the passage describes Lucifer before his fall adorned with precious stones, and it says, "You were in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was your covering: sardius, topaz, and diamond, beryl, onyx, and jasper, sapphire, emerald, and carbuncle, and crafted in gold were your settings and your engravings." Okay. So, while the Bible acknowledges gemstones and their significance, it does not explicitly state that they have healing properties, as often believed in metaphysical or New Age practices. However, they were considered sacred and used in priestly garments, temple design, and divine symbolism. With that being said, also in the here and now, in no way, shape, or form are we, and when I say we, I'm speaking of myself and anyone who's listening, you should not be worshiping the crystals. The crystals are a tool. Okay? Crystals are not worshipped. Crystals are used as a tool for energy expansion. Okay? Does anyone have any questions about that? Go ahead and put it in the comments right now. Because next we're going to go over a comprehensive list and the uses of crystals. Some of them I have, some of them I do not. Where I'm at in my life right now, I'm like, y'all have to keep in mind that, right? A lot of these tools, okay, how can I say this? By no means am I telling y'all that you have to get specific tools in order to go on a spiritual journey or to have a spiritual journey. A spiritual journey is solely about your personal relationship with your higher power. That's all it is. Anything else that you add to it is just like an add-on, right? You're shopping online. You want, you're buying your first spiritual journey. You go to check out and they're like, oh, but wait, do you want to buy this amethyst? Do you want to buy these sound bowls? Do you want to buy these incense? Do you want to buy these herbs? Do you want to buy these candles? Okay. All of these things, while you are on this journey, I am telling you guys right now, they are not necessary because you are the magic. Everything is in you. But if you want to use these tools, I'm going to tell you how to use them. Okay? So, since none of you have any questions about that piece, let's talk about the different crystals and their uses. Okay? So, the ones that I have, I'll share with you. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Thank you. So, we have black tourmaline. I have this little one. I have a whole bag of them. Well, I had a whole bag. I have them in my windowsills. But this is what it looks like. It's just a small rock. It has like ridges on it. This is not tumbled. This is just raw. And they do come bigger, and you can just like break them, right? They're a bit easy to break, to be honest with you, if you really try. Put them in your windowsill. They're for protection. Wear them on your body. Put it in your pocket. Throw it in your gym bag. Throw it in your pocketbook. Whatever the case may be. Protection. Okay. Obsidian. Oh, my ring. My ring right here has some obsidian in it. This is for protection, cutting ties to negative attachments, as well as grounding. Oh, and I do want to mention that the black tourmaline repels negative energy. It also offers psychic protection and grounding as well. Okay, maybe y'all could see it better up here. I don't know. Tourmaline. Smoky quartz. Okay. I wear smoky quartz with me every day because it helps with the grounding of my moldavite. We'll talk about tektites in a moment. This is smoky quartz. This transmutes negative energy, shields from EMF radiation, and it's also good for grounding. If you know of shoot. Now it just like left out of my mind. Orgonite. There you go. If you are interested in using orgonite, I would see if, like, say if you're going to get it made, see if they could put some smoky quartz in there, in your orgonite. Okay? You guys, we'll talk about orgonite in a bit. If I could find it, I'll do a video on it. Because I have a few. I have some in my car. I have one in my bag. Way down in the depths of the soul for protection. But smoky quartz transmutes negative energy, and transmutes EMF radiation and grounding. Hematite. I don't have hematite. Do I? I have Herkimer. Nevertheless, hematite balances emotions, strengthens the aura, and grounding. Oh, I do. This is hematite. It's big. Okay. There's also shungite that protects against EMF, purifies energy, and detoxification. And then there's a crystal called jet, which absorbs negative energy, protects from emotional vampires. I'm presuming that jet is probably also black as well. But those were for grounding and protection. Spiritual awakening and higher consciousness crystals are going to include amethyst. So this is amethyst. These two are amethyst. Okay. It enhances intuition and connects to higher consciousness and aids in meditation. Just something to hold on to. The crystals that are purple are usually going to be the ones that have to do with your higher self chakras and even maybe your third eye. Okay, so your purple, lavenders, whatever. Okay. So like the amethyst, we have the fluorite that I talked about earlier. Lapis lazuli. These are lapis lazuli. Are they labradorite? This is labradorite. Hold on. I don't see it. Okay, let's move on. The lapis lazuli is the third eye activation, truth seeking, spiritual wisdom. No, this is the lapis lazuli. This is the labradorite. Okay. Labradorite increases psychic abilities, spiritual protection, and transformation. Remember what I said, y'all, that depending on the shape is how you use the crystal. So this is like for direct energy, right? You literally could just use it to write on a pen. Use it as a pen. Celestite. I think this is celestite. It's either celestite or it's a moonstone. It does have a little bit of blue in it, but I purchased this so long ago. I'm not really even sure. And I just kind of pulled some of these out so that y'all could like see what I'm talking about. But celestite is a connection to the angels, calming energy, deep meditation. And then again, the fluorite is going to come in the color purple. It also is rainbow colored, green, and yellow, and blue. Okay? And this enhances mental clarity, psychic protection, and focus. Okay? Hey, Red, how are you? Moonstones are more reflective and shiny looking. Not all the time. Not all the time. This is moonstone. This is also moonstone. Okay? But then this one is more like what you're talking about. This is also moonstone. Let's see. You'll see it. All right. And then also keep in mind, if the crystal is tumbled, yeah, it's going to be like super shiny, right? But if they're not tumbled and they're raw, then they're just going to look like a rock. And then depending on how the light hits them will determine if they're shiny or not, right? Like I'm using artificial light. I don't have sunlight. But when I look at this, they look shiny. But when in the camera, they don't necessarily look so shiny. So just kind of keep that in mind. Again, we're just going over the general, the basics, just to get your mind thinking about the different resources that you can pull in to your daily rituals, your daily acts of spirituality, right? Because it's something that you have to practice. You have to practice your, how can I say this? Your spiritual journey may look different from mine. And in doing so, it is up to you to determine your personal spiritual practices that you do consistently, daily. It takes practice. Just like driving a car, riding a bike, it takes practice to formulate your ritual. Okay? So, by me sharing these tools with y'all, I'm just offering you different resources to use while you're going through the journey. You don't have to use them. Like I said, tools are not necessary because it's all in you, but I'm just sharing the information with you. Okay? Love and relationships. Rose quartz attracts love, self-love, and emotional healing. This is a pink crystal. I think this is really the only one that I have for love, to be honest with you. There's also rhodonite, which heals emotional wounds, encourages forgiveness, balances, and relationships. There's malachite, which heals the heart chakra wounds, and absorbs negative emotions. There's also emerald, which enhances love, loyalty, and emotional balance. And then there's garnet, and that stimulates passion, commitment, and emotional stability. Now, for manifestation and abundance, you can use stuff like citrine, which attracts wealth, creativity, and personal power. Here's some citrine. You can also use pyrite. That's for money, a money magnet, and encourages confidence in action. I could not find my pyrite, but it literally just looks like gold, but not as yellow. And then there's green aventurine, which is for luck, prosperity, and abundance and finances. And then there's tiger's eye. I forgot my tiger's eye, but tiger's eye is like, it literally looks like brown and black and maybe even some orange stripes, right? And that's for grounded confidence, courage, and financial stability. Now, for healing and emotional balance, you can get some moonstone like I was showing you here. Moonstone. It's either going to be in the color like... My apologies, y'all. I have it on Do Not Disturb, and it's still like had the call go through. All right, let's get it together. So I was showing you the moonstone, which is for emotional balance, feminine energy, and intuition. There's also aquamarine, which calms emotions, enhances communication, and it's a soothing energy. There's also chrysoprase, which is for emotional healing, inner peace, and forgiveness. Then there's Amazonite, which soothes anxiety and encourages honest communication. And then there's something called, forgive my pronunciation if this is incorrect, but it's lepidolite, which is reduces stress and supports emotional stability and aids in sleep. Okay. Energy amplification and cleansing. We have clear quartz, which is the master healer. Amplifies energy and enhances clarity. We have selenite. Cleanses energy, connects to higher realms, and purifies spaces. There's kyanite, which is blue, black, green, or orange, and that's used to align the chakras and enhances communication. And that one never needs to be cleansed, which is really interesting. You just use it and you use it. I personally would cleanse it, but that's just me. And then there's apophyllite, which raises vibration, cleanses energy, and enhances spiritual awareness. Lastly, we have psychic development and divination. We have moldavite. Let me show you mine. This accelerates spiritual transformation, opens the third eye, and it's a life-changing energy. I'm going to tell you right now, if you get moldavite, you work with it slowly. Okay, I wear mine every day, all day. Every day, all day. I just started using it again, maybe about a month or two ago. I didn't use it for like over a year. I got back into it. But this will transform your life. Especially if you wear it like how I do over your heart. It will transform your life so quickly, so abruptly. So whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you're trying to do, get moldavite. But be prepared for the immediate change. Be prepared for, I don't even know what you would call it. Like the strongest of strongest energy pulls that you could ever experience, okay? This is major. Like, this is not a joke. If you want it, this is what you use when you're really trying to get shit done. Okay? You want to move in 6 months? Use moldavite. You want to get a job? Use moldavite. You want to get some money in? Use moldavite. Okay? If you want to I'll tell you this. When I started the process of decalcifying my pineal gland, this is when I started using moldavite. And baby, it will if you really want your psychic gifts to go and open up and really start developing them, I recommend you using moldavite. Sometimes when I sleep, I'll just even like hold it in my hand, and it you'll see, like, if you get it, it will get hot. And it's not your hands getting hot. It's the moldavite. The energy is so strong. Okay? I've heard people say, "Oh, it ruined my life," and da, da, da. It's because they weren't ready for that energy. If you're not really ready to move, if you're not really ready to change, if you are not really ready to do any type of serious transformation, don't get it. This isn't for play. It is not for play. Also, if you do get it, I recommend that you don't start by wearing it every day. Wear it a couple of hours, right? Just, you gotta like take baby steps, okay? But it is life-changing energy. It is life-changing energy. And remember that life is not happening to you, it is happening for you. You may find that people are taken out of your life, and it may be hurtful, but in the long-term effect of things, it is for your highest and greatest good. Okay? That one in carnelian can get warm holding it. Yes. And it's like hot. And lately, right? Because y'all know, if you've been with me for a while, y'all know that I've been opening myself up to love, relationships, friendships, things like that. Lately, as I'm coming in contact with new people, meeting new folks, I'm finding that my moldavite, it'll get hot, and my heart, right, will start to get hot as well, or like beat really, really fast. And then if I move it, my heart like will slow down. So just be aware of that. Now, for psychic development and divination, we also have Scolasite, which enhances dreams, deep meditation, and astral travel. That sounds like something I might need to get. There's also Azurite, which activates the third eye and deepens psychic abilities and enhances your intuition. Okay? How about citrine? Okay, so citrine, hold on. The last one for psychic development and divination is Danburite, which is the angelic communication, enlightenment, and heart-centered awareness. Okay? Now, I don't know. How about citrine? Citrine comes from Brazil, Paui, or Orofino. Awesome. That's great. So citrine, you can use it for to attract wealth, creativity, and personal power. Okay. Now let's get more into the moldavite and different tactics that y'all could use. Sorry, I had a brain fart. So moldavite is a rare. Moldavite is kind of scary. No, it's not. It's not. It's only scary if you're not prepared for the immediate change that's going to come to you when you use it. I wear moldavite all day, all night. I wore it for a year, and then I took it off. I actually had misplaced it, and then I recently found it. So yeah. What was your first crystal? My first crystal was amethyst. My first crystal that I ever got actually was this one. This is my first one. I bought this at a metaphysical, I don't know what you call them. You know, when you go to the auditorium things, and they have like all the people out selling stuff. It was like a big like craft show, right? Thank you. I have to cleanse it. But it was like a big craft show for like metaphysical stuff. They had tarot cards. This was in Columbus, Ohio, back in like what, 2013, 2014. That's where I had got a psychic reading, and the lady was like, "You really need to start using your gifts." Like immediately I sat down, she looked at me. This is the lady I told y'all the story about how she held my bracelet. Anyway, she looked at me, she holds my bracelet, and she's like, you really need to start using your gifts. You have an amazing, something about, to the effect of, you really have an amazing ability to channel spirit. And I was just like, okay. It was at a convention center, but it wasn't a convention. It was like, when they have at Christmas time, those, like, everybody comes and sells their Christmas goods. It was like that, but for spiritual folks. It was really cool. So yeah, moldavite is a tektite, which is basically an impact glass, which means that at some time, a meteorite came out of the sky, hit the planet Earth, and made glass. Okay? Now, moldavite is found in the Czech Republic. When this meteorite hit the Earth, this was like 15 million years ago. Okay? It's known for intense high frequency vibration and is associated with spiritual awakening and transformation. You can use moldavite for intense energy shifts, life changes, spiritual awakening, and transformation, enhancing your intuition and psychic abilities, heart chakra activation, and emotional release. And it's also helpful with connecting to extraterrestrial energies. So, I'm always like pro moldavite. I'm always pro moldavite at all times. Even when it's like throwing me on a loop-de-loop, I'm like, okay, I'll know we'll get through it soon, but let's get it done. There are 6 types of moldavite. There's museum grade, which is like the highest quality with distinct textures, transparency, and deep green color. There's regular moldavite. There's shalom moldavite. There's basignus moldavite, which is like hedgehog moldavite. It's spiky. It's delicate formations, and it's high. It has extremely high energy. Okay. There's Moravian moldavite, which is a darker green. It's a denser color, and it's found in Moravia. And then there's faceted moldavite, which is when it's cut and polished for jewelry, and it still carries a powerful energy. So like my bracelets that I'm wearing right here, this is moldavite on here. Let me take it off so y'all can see it a little better. Can y'all see that green? Let me see. So I have 2 of them. I have 1 on each wrist. Okay. Other types of tektites. So we have moldavite. Let me see. Let me show it to y'all again. I have 2 of them. I have 2 different types of tektites. I have moldavite, which is this. Okay. Let me see. Better over here. Oh, that's better. Moldavite. And then they have something called Libyan desert glass, which is like a yellow golden tektite, and it's found in Egypt and Libya. Let me show you the one that I have. It was created about 29 million years ago, according to scientists, in the Sahara Desert. You can use it for solar plexus activation, which is your personal and power manifestation. I always like to recommend this one for creatives. If you're a creative person, get yourself some Libyan desert glass. Okay. You can use it for past life recall, spiritual growth, protection against negative energy. It enhances creativity and mental clarity, and it's also connected to ancient Egyptian wisdom, and there's a lot of it that is found in King Tut's jewelry. So I thought that was really interesting. Now there's a tektite called Indochinite, which is a black tektite, and it's found in Southeastern Asia. It's the color brown or black. It was formed about 700,000 years ago. You can find it in Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, China, and Laos. You can use it for deep grounding and energy shielding. Strengthens the aura. against negative forces, and it enhances meditation and spiritual discipline. Other tektites that y'all might be interested in are australite, found in Australia. There's columbianite, which is a grayish black tektite found in Colombia. There's Darwin glass, that is greenish brown. It's also found in Australia. I'm just running through these quickly because I don't have them to show you. There's also one that is called bediacite, and that's found in the US. It's a dark brown and black tektite, and that's used to connect, to deepen your connection to cosmic forces. It amplifies your intuition, inner knowing, and supports emotional stability and grounding. So if you guys are interested in that, and plus because it's coming from the USA, it'll probably be cheaper in regards to shipping. Okay. And then there's one called Georgiaite, which is a greenish gray tektite. You can find it in the USA. All right. So the key takeaways for the tektites is that moldavite is for intense transformation and spiritual awakening. Libyan desert glass is for manifestation, personal power, Egyptian wisdom. Indosinite and australite is for grounding, protection, and shadow work. Columbianite is high vibration chakra alignment, as well as intuitive activation. And then Darwin glass, bediacite, and georgiaite is for earth connection and cosmic integration. Okay? You guys keep in mind that tektites have the energy of have extraterrestrial energy because they were created when a meteorite from space carrying all of its space stuff hit the earth and that impact turned the dirt and whatever it impacted into glass. Okay? They are powerful spiritual tools for spiritual evolution. Each has its own vibration, making them ideal for different types of energy work. So it's up to you to find the one that's going to work best for you and your energy. Again, I'm a huge proponent for moldavite. I know some people don't like it. They say that it is too much. The energy is too strong for them. And so if you get moldavite, I encourage you to only work with it initially for a few hours a day, and then go to working with it or wearing it daily, maybe taking a break, wear it one day, take it off, then go to wearing it 2 days, take it off, whatever works best for you, whatever your body can handle. I personally was like, I'm all in, let's do the thing, and I just started wearing it. Okay. All right, y'all. So that's the end of class today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm now going to end this recording. And if there's anyone who's interested in any type of readings, I will offer that to you now. For those of you who are watching the replay on YouTube, thank you so much for staying this long. Go ahead and leave any questions or comments in the comment section. And remember that the live class is every Wednesday and Friday at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time.